Deaf people, how do you dirty talk? Funny comments here. For a real answer, though deaf here, but I'm not speaking on behalf of all deaf individuals when it comes to talking dirty, especially in bed. Personally, I don't need a lot of light, but having at least a little like a couple of candles or a phone light is a must. If the other person knows ASL, I sign in ASL. If they don't, I rely on gestures, touch, and simple commands. Maybe it's just me, but communication in bed feels like second nature. Have fun imagining it. My husband is deaf and we use ASL to communicate. Also, we move each other's bodies and hands to places we want them. Upvote for original dumb question. So this is a bit of an aside, but a buddy of mine went to RIT, which has one of the largest deaf education programs in I think the world. Through just chance he ended up being housed in the dorms that had a huge deaf population, and oh man, there is no sexual volume control. Spanking that ass in Morse code. Im have severe hearing loss, and I still dirty talk, she still dirty talks with the understanding I won't catch it unless she whispers it in my ear. I can't read lips in regular conversations, but I have the sexual vocabulary down well on reading lips, so it still works. If she's facing away, then she could be singing happy birthday and I wouldn't know. She also knows to tap me anywhere a couple times and I'll stop to pay attention. If it's feedback on sex or head or anything, she just pushes or pulls me to indicate if she'd prefer more or less. We really don't struggle with it much during sex. I'd say our communication breakdown is after when I want to play PS5 and she wants to silently cuddle. My ADHD doesn't like sitting still silently, I can't even bounce my leg or she's getting shaken. Is a hand job considered a blowjob in this instance? Dirty signs with Kristen on YouTube. You're welcome. They dirty sign. https://ifany.co video. Did I just watch Yuki Mgek 88 like this? They don't wash their hands, sorry, I couldn't resist. Never lose your childlike curiosity. Interesting question. Now I'm wondering how deaf people communicate during sex. Talking is obviously a lot more convenient. I wonder whether it's harder communicating once, because everyone has to have their eyes open and you have to pause. Like if you wanted to say kiss my neck, you'd have to have your hands free and they'd having to be looking at you from the right angle. Any insight? Ooh wah ooh well? I went deaf at age 58, but I'm not mute, so I just curse away. Wasn't there a Reddit thread about a son who learned sign language so he could sign with his mother's new deaf boyfriend? Problem is he learned it as a surprise and found himself in a situation where he knew ASL. But all his mother and the boyfriend ever signed about was fucking they were going to do later, and he didn't know how to let them know he knew edit. Found at https